What's up? How we all doing? My hockey team just won. We're pretty excited here. Let's go. Jumping into the Bitcoin price. Who shorted this? I did. We're doing all right today. Happy Sunday, Saturday to all of you guys out there. Hope you're doing well. We're clicking. We're clapping. We're happy. All right? Let's get into the Bitcoin price. Let's look at what's going on. Is this the fake otter? Aren't you the happy guy? Woo! Well, we got a win today, and I'm a happy man. You know, game 3 against Tampa Bay Lightning. I don't know if any of you guys watch hockey. I know Farmer watches hockey. We're a happy man, happy man. Is this the fake otter? I'm just a happy man today, okay? Don't hate, just appreciate. What is that the saying? Don't hate, appreciate. With the real Alex Otter, please stand up. I was looking at Twitter, and this is when you finally discover who's been at trouble, who's responsible for losing all your trades. This is when you finally discover who's responsible for why have you been losing. You finally discovering that, you know, it may be self-inflicted. I thought this was pretty funny. Oh, when you finally discover who's responsible for your trade losses. Oh, man. Smash up those like buttons. Thank you guys so much for being here. Hope you're all doing well. I hope you're having a great day just like I am. I mean, I'm grateful just for you guys being here. Let's spin the otter. Let's see where we're going to go. And today we're going to continue to the downside. Slow decline to the downside. We got a little push up here. Push up. You know, do your push-ups. Get prepared for training because Bitcoin might be going downwards, okay? Very, 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 very scary. Very scary. Well, we've had a little relief up here in the past 12 hours or so. But if you can see here, we did short this. We got beautiful Farmer here. We got beautiful Leafs game on. You know, we managed to catch some trades. We got some new shorts for you guys. But we're in it to win it. We're in it to win it. Up 62% at one point. But yes, we're in this short from this level of resistance. So join us. Thank you guys so much for being here. We're going to take a look at the charts. I don't know what I just clicked there, but we're going to take a look at the charts. We're going to take a look at some alts. We're going to take a look at the dollar index, and we're going to figure out what's going on with this market. So let's jump into the charts quickly and take a look. Okay, so what do we have here? Now, I wanted to zoom in on this weekly. I'm going to get rid of the TA in order to make this a lot more clearer for you guys, just because, you know, we got to make sure that we can see here. Now, the otter is pointing down, okay? So why is the otter pointing down? Look at how bearish engulfing this candle is, okay? If you want to be sad about something, be sad about how bearishly engulfing this candle is, because it is. Unless we can get a push up here about halfway, I expect more downside, okay? Maybe a relief up, but in the near future, I believe we're going down, okay? We've been calling this bearish divergence for quite some time now, and guess what? It's finally played out, okay? So we'll wait for tomorrow for that weekly candle to print. We are looking for a little bit of relief up, but right now we're not getting it, okay? Right now we got a red dot printed on the 4-day, confirmed, curling down. Wait, I didn't check the 5-day. 5-day confirmed as well. Lots of room for the downside on these higher term time frames. That's something to note, okay? We could get a little bit of relief along the way, but there's lots of room here. Now, the daily might be curving down and might be trying to curl up, but look, the daily's money flow has come down into the red, okay? Very bearish sign on the daily here. What are we looking for tomorrow? I didn't mean to click that. We are looking for this to curl up. When will we curl up? Well, we got a lot of room to go here, in my opinion, right? We see the VWAP got shot down quite dramatically. It is trying to come back to the zero line. Look for this to flatten out. If this flattens out, we could be looking for more downside, okay? Something to keep note of, okay? We can also see we're at the halfway point here on the stochastics, to me that means there's a lot more room. Okay, there's a lot more room to the downside. Now, we have come up. We haven't touched the point of control yet of this range. What? Top 10 in the chat. Stragahart in the chat. Farmer in the chat. Shout out to you guys. The loyalists will start calling you guys. We're going to have to create a new tag in the Discord for the loyalists who are always showing up. And yes, we do have Ada. We will look at Ada for you top 10. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing great. My hockey team just won, so can't get much better than that. So we have this range here. We were talking about this range, the point of control. We have not come up and touched it. We have come directly down, and we haven't either come down to the value area low, which is pretty much our target, okay? So we're going to look at that. Sacre bleu, bonjour, mon ami. Top 10, numero 10. See, we practice our français, s'il vous plaît, even though I'm Canadian. I can't sleep. The neighborhood making a party. They're having a party. They're having. See, I'll correct your English. You can correct mon français. They're having a party. The music. Okay. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining us, mon ami. We can see aggressive downtrend, right? We're looking for a little bounce and a continuation here. We have key levels of support. Okay, what are those key levels? When we zoom out here, what are we looking for? We're looking for bounce levels. Well, what do we have? We have this previous range that we were trading in from before, and we have a value area high coming in at this 25.2 area, okay? This is very, very, very key level of support. Okay, when we turn on the TA, we can see major support, major volume upside. We did not get above this super duper level at 30,000 to 32,000. Okay, we did not get above that. So to the downside, what do we have? We have this 26,945, which is the target of my short for now. But we also have to remember this 25.2 area. We do not want to fall into this area, okay? We're looking for this to hold us up, okay? Hold us up. We have Ada here. Don't worry. We're going to get to Ada. Hold us up, okay, in the short term. So what are we trading right now? It is the range. We can see market Cipher is curled over. We are coming down. It looks like there's more room to the downside. Going to the 12-hour, yes, we did get some relief. Yes, we did catch this short trade, and we'll talk about our entry into that short trade on the 30-minute bearish divergence. If you don't know it, well, you'll find out pretty soon. So you can see that we have a range here, right? But we can also see why we took this short. Now, we had a bearish divergence on the 30-minute. We also have this volume here. Comes right to the top of the wick. You see the bottom of this volume where it starts to peak out? Yep, that's an entry level. Confluence, okay? So we build confluence and we enter in that area. Price came up, tapped that area, and now it has retreated downwards. ETH. We'll do Ethereum as well. No problemo. Make sure you get your coffee in you. Nothing like a good coffee while trading, okay? Some good tunes, some good coffee, some good risk management. It all helps, okay? So we get to the 12. We can see that we have this green dot, double green, printing. It has not printed yet, okay? It has not printed it yet. We're looking for this to change in the next 8-9 hours, okay? So we'll keep an eye on that for you guys as well. And then we can see we've printed on the 8-hour here, okay? We've printed on the 8-hour. It has curled up. We could be looking at a retrace and a continuation to the upside, okay? Something to be cautious about in the short term. We do have this point of control. I should label this for us so we have an idea what this is. We have a point of control at the top here for this range, and we have a point of control down at this range and the value area high around 28.5. Okay, so we have a range here. This is our range. We want to be trading this range, right? We want to be trading this range, shorten and top. We ended up trading this range just recently. So we got to be cautious right now. Cautious because it's weekend. It's the weekend volume, and we got to be cautious. So what else can we see here? Well, when we zoom out and we look at this, we can see, okay, it's pushed back up, which is healthy. It has come up. It didn't even make it to the point of control. We are in aggressive downtrend. We got a bit of relief over the weekend where volume is significantly lower, okay? You can see here very simply, volume is reducing itself, okay? Saturday, Sunday, then Monday, right? We're looking for that Monday pop. Monday pop, right? So which range is that? You're asking me, my friend. This is my range. Is the 28,000 here to the 26,945 is my target for the lows here. We'll see if we get there. So we've popped up. Now let's go into the 1 hour. Let's get into the nitty gritty, okay? As we like to call it. We'll turn off the volume so it's less crowded here. And what do we see? We see price working its way up. A reversal candle didn't happen, and it continued to work its way up. We got a red dot here. But when we go into the 30, this is where the trade setup happened. The 30, we got this beautiful, lovely lady lumps, okay? When we look at this, we can see price is making higher highs, right? And momentum waves is making lower lows. Beautiful trade setup. We had a couple of wicks up here. It failed to do so, but it gave us this beautiful, beautiful red dot, bearish divergence, which dumped on them, right? We were able to take some profits. That's why we entered there. We also note that this is a key level of resistance. If we look here, resistance. Price coming up to resistance and the point of control, right? We also had that giant volume as well. So when we zoom out here and we go to like the 2 hour, we can see the volume coming across this range is quite significant as well. Okay, so we need to be very careful. Zooming in here, we can see the volume, and now we've come down and dropped. Okay, I'm on the 2 minute. I meant to be in the 2 hour. I was like, where the heck did the charts go? Sorry about that. But when we pull the volume, that's from over here to there, right? We expand this out and we look at this cluster. Okay, this is how we look at this. Okay, we can see this square. Where does volume really start to pick up? Right here and right about here, right? Not down here, up here a bit more, right? So we draw that, right, on the cluster. Then we grab the horizontal to the left and we drag it. And we drag the horizontal all the way over. And look at that. We get our volume range, okay? If it works its way back into this range, we're back up to the point of control. But it didn't. It got rejected. Look at this. Perfect rejection. So we pulled that over and we can see rejection, right? That's how we get into those trades. Now we can see we came up, rejected in a downtrend. So we're looking for shorts, right? We were typically targeting the point of control, but we also have that confluence as well. And then when we get the beautiful, beautiful bearish divergence, well, why not? Let's throw out a short and see what happens. Good risk management and able to take that trade. Sorry I didn't share it in the Discord, but I was watching the Leafs game. Hope you're all doing well. So where can we expect to go now? So on the long-term time frames, right? On the daily, the 2-day, there's a lot more room to the downside, right? There is a lot more room to the downside. If we fail to move up here and the next day, okay, if we do push tomorrow, then we will be looking for a bit of a range here sideways, okay? So if we push back above this point of control here and we flip it to support, I can look for us to range in here. Until then, I'm expecting more downside and to attack this 25.2 area, right? If we do lose this 26.7 area, 26.7, 26.8, if we lose this area, major support down here, right? And then we look for a bounce. Then we look for a bounce at the major support here. It's not far away to get back in this zone, okay? So let's be very careful and let's be very, very careful with our trades and our risk management. Top 10 with the ADA. We'll do ADA next year, okay? Oh, man. I'm setting up the Bitcoin. I should do Bitcoin last then, shouldn't I? I'll do Bitcoin last from now on. So in the near future, we have the range here. Okay, so we draw the range. We have obviously these lows that we're looking to come back to. We want to drop this down a bit. And we have the high here, right? Now we could be looking for fibs for re-entry right now. We look for the fib re-entry. Then we pull the volume across. And it would have to be at the top of this range here, yeah. So somewhere here. Top 10, we will get to ADA, my man. We will get there. We will get there. Can't just jump right away. Can't just jump right away through this price action. Something to be noted here. Watch this support. Look for us to break this and continue to the downside. If not, we look for a bounce up and a continuation as well. But look for us mostly to trade in this range through the weekend, make an attempt at this POC, or have a swing failure pattern and continue. Okay, that's what I'm looking for. It's 5 a.m. Shouldn't you be sleeping? That's funny. 5 a.m. Okay. We'll get you out of the way then, my man, top 10. We'll get you out of the way. ADA, for our friend, top 10, who's very persistent on making sure that I do ADA for him. So, I guess I'll listen. My man, sacre bleu. He's worse than the guys running at the banks in France. Paris. He's a rioter. Okay. So, mon ami, here we go. Look at the ADA. Okay, very sporadic ADA. So we've broken out of this trend line. That's very, very key to note, is that we've broken out of this trend line. We have come down and we have hit below this 42-cent area. Now, we were talking about how significant this area is. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this box off. We're going to take this level. We'll put it down here. We're going to draw a square above here for ADA now, and we're going to hold this accountable. Okay, so this will be our new square here. Now we're going to look for a reaction on price here. We've had a massive pump up, okay? This was an anomaly, okay? We had massive pump up here alongside with ETH, right? And altcoins, and now we've come back to reality. So what we're going to look for now is to develop a new range, okay? We've had a beautiful, beautiful uptrend on ADA. You can see the uptrend, right? Beautiful uptrend. So we're going to look for a reaction here at this level down here. So what is this level, you may want to know? And that's your value area lot at 41 cents, 40 cents, okay? So this 40 cents is going to play a significant role on ADA's upcoming. We also know we have immense volume at 42 cents, so we can look for some sort of reaction between this area. Right now, we're in a downtrend, okay? So many other assets are coming down, so we look at the daily here, and we'll look at what the market cipher tells us, and that says that we've come to the zero line and we're cooling off, right? A little bit of relief, but we've come below this significant level of support / resistance, okay? We just blasted right through it. So our next range, we're going to pull out our support and our resistance very simply and develop our own range here, right? So we have that above us, and then below us, we're going to see that there are some key levels as well below us. So look for this to range. Right now, it's going to follow Bitcoin for the long term. On the weekly, we can see that ADA has finally started to curl up on the money flow, which is good for ADA in the long term, okay? I'm bullish on ADA long term, but we can see money flow has finally started to creep up, but it can still come sideways here. Can still come sideways. This is very engulfing for this quick move up, okay? It looks like they've come up and grabbed liquidity and brought it back down to reality. We can also see that we've been knocked down below this key level of on what price it can drop on daily. Okay, so we'll see what price that we're looking for it to fall to. We don't expect it to come below here. Okay, this is at 31 cents. That would be very, very bearish. Okay, so when we go to the daily, I would be pulling. Where did this move mostly start? Well, if we pull right from the bottom, So let's pull from the bottom here. Let's check this. So this would be quite significant on the way down. My TA is a dartboard, he says. $0.36. That's what my target would be if we're continuing to the downside. I'm going to get rid of this. So you have a range here at 36 cents that is going to hold us up. Okay, so this is your one range. We'll make this red. Okay, so you can see, and we'll make it a bit thicker for you. Okay, there's your one range, and here's your second range, which is right here. That's where you're trading right now. Okay, so you have two ranges. Okay, and in between, don't worry about in between. So you have two ranges here. On ADA, you can simply see it. I hope this isn't too confusing for you, but this is how I would separate it. So I don't think you'll be coming down. If you make an attempt at this 36 area here, and you fail to break through, you look for a bounce, right? If you don't, you're coming back into this range. So the bottom of this range, the lowest you can, in my opinion, that you can come right now is around 31 cents. 31. So 30 cents. 30 to 36 is this range, and then you got 37 up to 42. Okay, that's the ranges you want to be trading. So right now you're looking for relief, but we're in a very aggressive downtrend on most alts and most coins, right? So right now we're looking for a continuation to the downside, but it's weekend volume. You could get a bit of relief and then continue downwards. So I'd be adding those ranges from 35 to 30, 36 to 30, and 37 up to 42. And those would be my ranges that I'd look to trade. And I'd be shorting the tops, longing the bottoms. Make sense? Yes, sir. 30.56 is the number. Hope that helps. Just trying to help you, my man. Just trying to help you. I will just fill up my bags in here. This will be my accumulation zone for sure. Even though they're already pretty full, we'll fill them up even more. Bitcoin, very, very slow here. Market Cipher shows you that the price can drop to 23. That's pretty low, man. That's pretty low. Maybe Market Cipher's lying to you. That's way down here. I'd have to go on to a different exchange to get to 23. Order opened. Anytime, my man. Anytime. I'm going to go long now. Oh, man. Okay, let's get back to reality here. Don't say don't do anything for you, top 10. It's the Bybit exchange, that's why. It's the Bybit exchange. Okay, back to the stream here. And back to Bitcoin. Now we're in this range here and we're looking to come down. And we're looking for a continuation. We have this resistance here at 27,750 that we're looking for a bounce off of, possible uptrend, then back down. So we'll see what comes here, but we are flagging and we could see a continuation downwards. On Binance, it shows 23, yeah. What's up? Smash those like buttons. Subscribe if you haven't already. Shoot something in the chat. Good night, top 10. Have a great evening. Bonne nuit. Let's get back into it. So, we're going to go and look at the outlook of Bitcoin. As we said, we're in this range here. We can see that we have a couple of key levels below us. Okay, this is a 25.2. I just clicked that perfectly. I didn't even mean to. Nick Musgrave in the chat saying good morning, South Africa. Let's go. My man. Hope you're doing well. Good morning, my man. Good morning, good morning, good morning. So we got a couple levels here that we're watching on Bitcoin. Looking for a bounce. Looking for a bounce. Looking for a bounce. I've done BTC mostly. So with BTC, it's long-term bearish. We have lots of bear signs on the higher term time frames. The weekly is in a very, very bearish engulfing candle. We're looking for that to print over the next day, right? We turn off the TA. We can see that very simply. We'll turn this all together, and we're looking for this to engulf, as you can see, very simply. And we're looking for a little bit of a downtrend here. Where's the relief? Well, if we pull this fib to this fib, I mean, it's coming in pretty nicely at 23.8, right? 23.8, but like if we go 0.5, I think the 0.5 is more generous. A 0.5 retrace on the weekly would be nice at 25.2. Okay, so that's what we're looking for to the downside. You know, this could take a couple weeks even, you know. So we're watching that. We have this looking to print. It has printed on the 5-day and the 4 and the 3. So we're looking for money flow to come out and down over these next couple days. We'll see. Our invalidation of this is if we can get above around 28.7. Okay, 28.7. If we do get above this range that we're currently in, I would invalidate this. I'd say it's just a drop down, right? So you can see here, if we come back up and flip this, I think we can continue upwards. So the top of this range here, the top of this range here can invalidate this move, okay? By invalidate, I mean we just continue to the upside, right? So we have this area here, around 28.7, 28.6, right? This top of this range, right? If we come up and we work our way back up to here and we flip that to support, I'd expect another attempt at the 30,000 mark, okay? If not, we look for relief here and a continuation to the downside. We did get into the short position just recently. I wasn't able to give the trade setup in the Discord because I was watching the hockey game, because that's what you do when you're Canadian, you watch hockey. We won, so I'm pretty happy, but definitely looking for it to continue to the downside. Watch the volume, watch this range here, and look for us to continue. Look for us to continue. We turn on the group. We can see we have some levels here. So yeah, we have this range above us that if we do come up into it, we'll look to range in here. But right now, we're ranging within this range here. Okay, so we'll see how it goes, but we're looking for a target of 26,700 as our target for the bottom of this range. Thank you, U.S. government. Thank you very much for selling. We'll all join the BRICS nation very shortly. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Going over to Adam for my man, Mr. Adam Accumulator, Mr. Nick Musgrave. Look at Adam bouncing perfectly off this trend line that we drew. Wow. Look at that. Mad respect to the trend line. Adam. So what do we got here? Adam got rejected. Adam's come down. Continuation, reversal at the point of control. Perfectly touched. Wow. Easy trade for Adam, right? Now it looks like we're wicking out. So we got this key level of support below us. We have this trend line holding us up. So we want to bring this down to here. We're looking for longs. We're at the bottom of a range here. If we do continue downwards, we're looking to come down to that looks like some good volume to me. Let's see, we got to pull this further. Yep, so we have a range here that we'll drop into if we continue to the downside, right? So we'll watch that, and then obviously this one here. So we got a couple of ranges here. The entry to these ranges, I'm going to put them on your chart for you. You can do the same. But right now, we want this trend line to hold. We do not want to lose this trend line. If we do end up falling through this trend line, we want it to look for a retrace and then fire off a short there. Okay, we don't want to trade the initial breakout. We want to see it flip this to resistance. Okay, now zooming, looking at the daily, we can see that we're actually pretty oversold on Adam. We only got up to the 0.5 mark on Stoke, and we can see money flow is coming down aggressively. Let's see the 3-day, 5-day. Okay, we can see a double bottom kind of forming here. We could be looking for a move to the upside on the short term or on the long term. My bad. Long term. Let's go to the daily. We can see we curled over and we dropped. That's that spike there. We can also see that we are making higher lows. Higher lows, higher lows. Okay, so that still looks pretty bullish. We could have a little bit of a pump up and a retrace downwards, okay? But accumulation zone, definitely around, this $9, $10, $10.50 area, right? I'm very bullish on Adam. I hold it as well, so looking for accumulating as well. As we come down, yes, markets are coming down, but this is a great buying opportunity if you're bullish on crypto in the long term. We got to buy these dips. When we buy these dips, we can profit in the next year or two, right? When we have the Bitcoin halving, when we have the massive bull run that we're expected to have, and when crypto adoption becomes apparent. Well, we're early now, so I believe buying up assets is key, especially when we get drops like this, right? You get a drop like this, you're going to make an extra 17% on your investment, right? So we buy dips down here and we make that extra 40, 50, 60, 70% in the long term, which can be a lot, which can be a big difference in the amount we make over the long term. So yeah, looking to accumulate down at these levels. Watch for this trend line to be respected. If it's lost, I'd be looking for it to continue downwards and follow suit of the other alts, right? We do have some stops along the way. And if we do end up down in these zones, well, I would buy up the whole shop. So be very cautious here, but look for a retrace. Look for a little bit of a retrace on Adam. The short-term time frame and the market cipher does look a bit bearish. It looks like it is trying to curl up here, and it is definitely looking to pop up. You can see it is flagging, though, quite aggressively. You have a very steep angled bear flag, which to me means that there's going to be a drop here. So if anything, you're going to look to short here, probably at this level of resistance, and pick up some more Adam on the way down. if you're trading Atom and you're looking for an entry, well, I would simply pull up a fib. I would look for a retracement. So you can see you have a wick low here. I'd be looking right here. If you're looking for a short, this would be your short area. Because you can see the wick low here as support and resistance. And then you can see we're at a golden pocket. And if we're assuming we're in an aggressive downtrend, we're not going to be looking for price to make its way into this volume cluster here. Right? You can see the volume cluster here. We assume that it's not going to make its way into that area. It's going to stay below, right? That would be my short setup for Atom. If it does end up coming up a little bit in relief on the short-term time frame on the weekend, I'll be looking for something like that to hold us in. Okay, hope that helps, Nick. Jumping over to Confluence with BTC. Okay, with BTC, we are in a downtrend. We have had a little bit of relief. It's come back up. So what is the confluence here? The confluence is that we have the Dixie here flagging out bullishly. Okay, so we can see here, we draw this up, we draw a flag out, and that's our bull flag. So when the Dixie, the dollar index, goes up, Bitcoin tends to go down. Okay, so we can see that we're in a bull flag here on the Dixie. We want to be very, very cautious here because we also have some sort of double bottom forming. So this can mean very much an upside for the Dixie, which means downside for Bitcoin. And we are at a key level of support here that's holding us up. Okay, if we do curl over and drop into this below this 100 level, we'll be looking for Bitcoin to continue to the upside. Okay, if we drop, we look for Bitcoin to pop. Okay, drop and pop, up and down. Okay, so we want to see a beautiful, beautiful double bottom here for a continuation to the downside for Bitcoin. Okay, we're watching this very cautiously over the next coming week to see how this bull flag plays out. You can't see it that well because we're in a higher term time frame, but here it is right here, bull flag, right? We're looking for this to continue up into this zone here. So we could definitely be looking for more downside for Bitcoin. Okay, you think Crow would go back to $1? So we can take a look at Crow. I don't know if I have Crow on here. Let's just add it here. Ba-bum, ba-bum, bum, bum. We'll look at Crow for you, my friend. Crow here. So can Crow go back to $1 is the question. 68 cents. Let's zoom out. I have not looked into the white paper or anything like that. You can see that it all-time high was at $1, right? 6 cents right now. Sorry, not 68 cents, 6 cents. Aggressive downtrend here over this bear market. So you can see that it has bottomed out at 6 cents. It's come as low as 3 cents, right? So for Crow, you can see that this has not changed. Okay, this has been very, 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 very straightforward. And what would you expect? You know, with these coins, you definitely got to look into the project, into your DYOR, do your own research kind of thing. And we're at the middle of the range, right? We can mark out here. Can we get up to $1? Of course we can get up to $1, but for me with stuff like this, it is much more risky. We got to be asking ourselves, what is our risk tolerance? What are we willing to make bets on? Are we protecting ourselves? Are we DCAing into things that we believe that can be more profitable in the long term? Or are we looking to make a quick buck, right? And we have to be reasonable with ourselves, right? If we're looking to maybe invest and we don't have that much money, maybe investing in something like this is our only opportunity to make massive gains, right? And we'd rather be riskier instead of safe, right? Sometimes things like this, you know, for me, I want to allocate like maybe 5% of my portfolio to stuff like this. Personally, I'm like Bitcoin, ETH, and then everything you see up here. I'm ETH heavy, Bitcoin, and then everything you see in this YouTube category here is something I DCA into. That's kind of my main holdings. And then, you can have a little bit of fun with stuff like this. So with this right now, I'd be looking for it to continue sideways until we get into that whole bull run kind of situation. You can see on the total market cap, this is a good indication of altcoins and what's going on, right? So this is the total market cap without Bitcoin and Ethereum, right? So you can see that we did get a little bit of a push up recently with this Ethereum and altcoin swap, but you can see we've come down dramatically ever since the bull run, right? So we want to watch for Bitcoin to lead the way with Bitcoin dominance, right? Bitcoin dominance lead the way. This is futures, sorry. Bitcoin dominance leading the way, which it has, right? Which it has. Bitcoin dominance has led the way, but we definitely want to watch for once Bitcoin dominance leads the way, we want to watch this fall down, right? Then we go into midterm caps, Ethereum and alts, and then we get into alt season down here somewhere. So we want to look for Bitcoin to lead the way, which it has, recently. We're coming out of a bear market, which means like when we come out of a bear market, it typically means that we're going to go sideways for quite some time, right? If we look at history, let's go over to the Bitstamp chart. If we look at history here on the weekly, right, we can simply see that Bitcoin peaks, and then it comes sideways for quite some time, right? See? Very simple to see. So if history is going to rhyme, we're going to see quite a duration of sideways action, right? Bottoms out right here. How long was this? 21 weeks, right? It was almost a year, right? So we got to be very patient here. We can see peaks, bear market comes across sideways, right? Sideways till bull market starts, right? 34 bars, right? Boom, right? So we're looking for sideways action here. Let's say we've just come out here and sideways action from here, 20 bars, okay? Let's just go 20 bars. And we're looking in September, right? To where maybe we can start to see some sort of uplift, right? I'm not a financial advisor. I do expect for Bitcoin to be impacted by what's going on in the next coming months, by recession, by bank failures, by BRICS, by US dollar failure, by election. There's a whole bunch of stuff coming that I don't think the world is really prepared for. We're in an interesting time where technology is going boom and the world is going boom. So we need to be very careful. We need to manage our risk well, and we need to protect ourselves, right? So with Crow, I'd definitely be, I'd be cautious, right? We want to protect our assets and save as much money as we can in the long term, right? So can we get up? Of course we can get up, but be very cautious and have a plan, right? We always talk about having a plan at this community, having some good risk management, good mindset, understanding yourself and your risk tolerance is where I would start with something like this. So I hope that helps. Answer some of your questions. Can it go to $1? Of course, but how long are you willing to wait? And what are you going to do if it goes to 0, right? Ask yourself those questions. Are you willing to wait, or are you willing to lose what you've invested because it's a risky asset, right? That's your target. You got to ask yourself that. And if you can answer that to yourself honestly, then you can make a decision, right? From there, who knows? But right now, very much a downtrend, right? Okay, good. That's enough for me. Anytime, my man. Always here, just trying to help, trying to be a second voice, to our thoughts. Sometimes our thoughts, we just want, how did you guys feel when Bitcoin was flying up? Did you feel like you were missing out? FOMO? I did. I'm like, man, I should have bought more down here. Why didn't I buy more down here? That was my brain, right? But here we try to talk some sense to each other. You know what I mean? We're still early. There's still relief. What if this dumps tomorrow, right? This is Bitcoin. We're in this for the volatility. That's why we signed up to Bitcoin, because it's volatile. So we got to be prepared to manage our emotions along the way, ups and downs, right? Ups and downs. So we could have a possible buying opportunity coming our way. Let's not miss out this time, right? Let's dollar cost average throughout this whole bear market, like I have, right? I've bought up here, I've bought down here, right? I've done well with some of this. My average accumulation price for Bitcoin is like 23,000 or something like that over this span. So it's like, okay, we've done okay, no complaints, right? But we need to continue to make good decisions, right? I bought Bitcoin yesterday because it was down, right? Because it's down. What if we pop off from here? Well, I'll be okay because I bought some yesterday, right? Just trying to practice this, right? Throughout. When things go down, it's on sale. We got to remind ourselves these things. Okay, getting over to the S&P. Confluence again, right? Confluence again. We want to build confluence. We can see higher lows, right? We want to see this come up, right? We want to start coming up. I thought we were going to 12K as well, Nick. I thought we were going to 12K, man. If you look at my targets, I'll show you my targets, man. It's very funny. Like, I thought we were going down there too. Where's my KuCoin chart? KuCoin. 12.5. That was my target. 12.5. 12.8. That was my target. Right? I was like, man, I was right the whole way through doing my due diligence. 12.8 was my target. Never got there, right? So what do? We continue to DCA, continue to pay ourselves, continue to believe. We're still early. So higher highs, right? Higher highs, looking for the S&P to get rejected, but can it get over? Can it get over this 42.15 area, okay? This is what we need to watch. If we do get above here in the next week or two, then I believe we're going to continue. But we're looking for a reaction down here to bounce up, right? To bounce up. We'll watch the S&P. We need to make a higher high. If not, we look for a change of market structure and a continuation downwards, okay? That's what we'll be looking for on the S&P to add confluence to our charts, because we need to build confluence. Okay, going over to Ethereum. Ethereum has taken a beating, okay? A beating. It was up to 2K. 21.45. Wow. Good job, Ethereum. Massive, successful, bullish news for Ethereum in the long term. Successful Shanghai upgrade, right? Massive, successful upgrade, okay? Rejection now, which is typical and healthy, right? Rejection now back to this key level of support at 18.25. Okay, what are we looking for? We're looking for rejection of the price here. We have, I believe, a golden pocket down below here. I don't know, 0.5. And we got some tops here. We're looking for a retracement, but look for a continuation back to the downside. This is reality zone right here between 17 and 15. We're looking for Bitcoin to work its way back, or looking for Ethereum to work its way back down into this box here. Okay, this is where it likes to live recently, right? Very much sideways action here. Bitcoin right now, you erase this, Bitcoin is here. This is where Bitcoin is in comparison to Ethereum, right? We zoom out on Bitcoin, we can see sideways action, pop up, back down, right? This sideways action, we're down here, right? We go back over to Ethereum. We look at Ethereum. We can see sideways action. We're still above the sideways action. We should be down here. At least, right? We're not there yet. Sorry, this one was wrong. We should be at least down here. We're not there yet. So look for more downside on Ethereum just by looking at Bitcoin and looking at where Ethereum is. Yes, we had that massive pump due to Shanghai, but it looks like we can continue downwards, especially when we're looking at these long-term time frames. 2-day, still room. 3-day, red dot, right? 4-day, red dot, right? Bearish divergence, right? Very bearish looking, okay? So we'll be patient. We'll watch for a reaction. We've had a little bit of a relief, but this is a bear flag looking to curl over, right? We're looking for this to continue to the downside. We have some support here at 18.25 area, but if we do get through that, look for us to come back to this range here. And this range here, very simply, We got a point of control here as well. So look for a reaction down here. We got massive volume, right? Look for a double bottom if we're going to fire off a long bullish divergence, okay? That's the only bullish case I can see here is if we come down to this volume cluster down here at around 1800 and we get a nice bullish divergence maybe on the 1 hour or the 45 minute, right? We can look for that continuation to the upside, okay? So we need to be very cautious here on Ethereum, but look for it to continue down into this range down below it, okay? That's what we're looking for on Ethereum. Now, Matic trade setup was given in advance on the Discord, okay? We gave this setup from here. It did not come up here right away, and then it dumped. This is where the trade setup was given, but it was still valid. It came back up. It came and it touched, so you would have been able to get into this trade. On Matic, we go over to the Discord. You can see my TA setups. Okay. Matic, trade setup given in advance. Right. This was before it even popped up. 102.89. Right. We go back over here. 102.89. Right. We would have hit that directly on the tip. Beautiful, beautiful trade setup. 1.8%, okay? There are trade setups. I normally give them in advance. I haven't found many this weekend, but trying to help out all the time, helping us find trades, helping us find profits, okay? Join us in the free Discord. Subscribe if you haven't already. Join this community. We're here trying to help. So look for a continuation on Matic to the downside. That's what we're looking for right now. We're below the value area high. We'll look for it to work to the point of control and then to the value area low. This is where the trade setup is given. Okay, we've broken out of this downtrend and flagged out sideways. So look for this to continue. We got levels, value area high, point of control, and value area low. Okay, so look for us to come down to this range. Remember that $1 is a significant psychological low. Okay, $1 psychological. Important, okay? Going over to XRP. XRP in the place to be. We were talking about XRP coming up to the point of control, possibly, and getting rejected. It did not make its way back up there, okay? When we zoom out on XRP, we have some key levels to be noted here, to be watched, okay? We've gotten below this level and this point of control. We're looking to range, pop back up here, but we're looking to get rejected and continue down to these key levels here. 42 cents is my target for now. Okay. Hope that helps. Hope you guys are all doing well. I'm going to go for a skateboard, I think. And I'll be in the Discord and I'll be here trying to help you guys navigate these charts. Right now, we are in a downtrend. We are looking for a continuation to the downside. Bears all around. We are in a short from the tip of this at 27,879, somewhere around there. We are in a short right now. We're doing all right. We're doing all right. I will be in the Discord updating you guys. 27,829 is our entry. We're doing all right. No complaints here. So we'll be looking for this to continue to the downside. A little bit biased here because I am in a short and I am looking for it to come down. But all the signals are pointing down. Maybe a minor relief up to this point of control and then a continuation down. So I hope this helps you guys. Be safe out there. Practice some good risk management. I will share my charts. in the Discord. But we gotta go and hit the streets. And we will be around. I will make sure to share my charts. God bless every single one of you. Thank you so much for your support, all your love. Always here. Ask any questions. Always here to try and help. Hope you guys have a beautiful, blessed day. Stay safe out there. Use good risk management and pay yourselves, okay? Much love. Peace out. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. Mrs. Otter, are we going skateboarding or walking? Are skater boys hot or not? Are skater boys hot or not? I am, she says. Oh, yeah. Happy days.